The Processional. Principal 1 of Hilutungan Integrated School, Mrs. Alina C. Baguio. Kindergarten teachers, Mrs. Maridel Y. Book and Mrs. Mary Queen G. Entrolezo. Grade 1 teachers, Mrs. Christine K. M. Albeos and Mrs. Claudine G. Amancio. Grade 2 teachers, Miss Fabrine Rex L. Humauas and Miss Sydney Rose M. Hilig. Grade 3 teacher, Mrs. Divina Gracia D. Arsenal. Grade 4 teacher, Miss Jalomay R. Tabanao. Grade 5 teacher, Mr. Anjo S. Bukog. Grade 6 teachers, Miss Jemayel Hayden U. Cañete and Mr. Ronald R. Bainosa. Grade 7 teacher, Mrs. Marchita D. Gipulia. Grade 8 teacher, Miss Ceciline C. Ilanan. Grade 9 teacher, Miss Margie M. Mondreza. Grade 10 teacher, Miss Kisha A. Castro. Special teachers, Miss Rodeline R. Lahera. Mr. Agapito E. Macan. Mr. Christopher F. Aton. Mr. Fred Alsmith P. Tero. And Mr. Ian Christopher C. Humauas. And our kindergarten completers for the school year 2020-2021. And now let us prepare ourselves for our prayer to be followed by our Philippine National Anthem, Sugbu Hymn, and Cordova Hymn.
Dear Lord, today we bring these young completers of Hilutungan Integrated School before you, asking you to keep your hand of protection upon them. Please guide their step in the days ahead as they embark on this new journey before them. Grant them wisdom to make wise decisions according to your will. May the road before them be paved with joyous opportunities that bring honor and glory to you. In the precious name of Jesus, we pray. Amen.
Mga bata, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang mag-ibig, malas na silanganan, palab ng puso, sa ritib mo'y buhay. Upang inilang, tuyang hanggang pag-ibig, sa mandulubig, di ka pasisiin, sa dagat at bundok, sa sibuyan, sa langit mo'y buhay. Malinagang tula at kanang kamay at sabay-sabay nating bigkasin ang Panatang Makabayan. Panatang Makabayan, iniibig ko ang Pilipinas, aking lupang sinilangan, tahanan ng aking lahi. Kinukop-kop ako at tinutulungang maging malakas, masipag at marangal. Dahil mahal ko ang Pilipinas, diringgin ko ang payo ng aking mga magulang. Susundin ko ang tuntunin ng paaralan, tutuparin ko ang tungkulin ng mamamayang makabayan. Naglilingkod, nag-aaral at nagdarasal ng buong katapatan. Iaalay ko ang aking buhay, pangarap, pagsisikap sa bansang Pilipinas. Ako ay Pilipino, buong katapatang nanunumpa sa watawat ng Pilipinas at sa bansang kanyang sinasagisag na may dangal, katarungan at kalayaan na pinakikilos ng sambayanang makadiyos, makakalikasan, makatao at makabansa.
Subuhan ang kabubutan sa habagatan, kinapusuran, lalawigan, sa kabisayan, sa kaalam, adunahan, sa among gugmaot lumukan, unay halaran, subuon ang binunyagan, sa Kristohanong tinuuan, ipanalipan ang kayunan, tanunay Senyo sa Santo Niño, makasaysayanon, maabi-abihon, madanihulog ang ay kagayon na ipasigarbo. Subo pinangga sa klima ug panahon, kalinaw kauswagan, paluntaron, palamon, bisan asa mudangan, sa among pagpaling kamon, ikaw amo kanunay, ngahan lumon, ikaw amo kanunay, ngahan lumon.
Dapit nga bililhon, mutyang masilakon, yutang malambuon, kinutay ang baybayon, himong kadagatan, duyan sa pagpangga, himong kayutaan, lantay sa pagmaya. Luha o talitay, kasaki, kalibay, kanimo ginahala, kini among saad, langit panganurong, kanamo naglandong, sa kagabihon manambok ang mga bituon. Cordoba, o Cordoba, kaliwat ko, kaliwat mo. Damgo mo, damgo ko, Cordoba, o Cordoba. Mga tipak ka sa imong silaw, napulog-tulog ka mga gilaw, nagambahan paghatag kahayag sa among kaugmaon nagdan-an. San Miguel gabi ibabaw, Pilipog Kogon, Dayas Alegria, Poblasyon Katarman Bangbang Dapitan, Buwag Sung-u, Isla Hilutungan. Cordoba, o Cordoba, kaliwat ko, kaliwat mo. Damgo mo, damgo ko, Cordoba, o Cordoba. Cordoba, o Cordoba, kaliwat ko, kaliwat mo. Damgo mo, damgo ko, Cordoba, o Cordoba. Padayon, Cordoba, padayon, 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 padayon.
Education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today. Good day to each and everyone. Today, we are about to witness the moving up ceremony of the kindergarten learners of Hilutungan Integrated School through this virtual presentation.
To welcome us all to this momentous event, let us lend our ears to Mr. Christopher F. Aton, the GIS Faculty President, for his welcome remarks.
To accomplish great things, we must not only act but also dream, not only plan but also believe, with the theme Strengthening the Quality of Education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Good day, everyone. It gives me great pleasure and pride to welcome you all to this virtual ceremony. My warmest greetings to our beloved school principal, Mrs. Alena C. Baguio, guests, family and friends, GIS faculty and staff, and the extraordinary class of 2021. Completers, this not be the ceremony that you are always looking forward to or the moving up you anticipated. But I know this will be a memorable one because this is your time. You finished despite the many challenges that we had to face. The short period of time that we had to shift into this form of learning. You have persisted despite of limitation, despite the very not so ordinary situation that we are in, despite the struggles. You have made it to this moment. Congratulations. It is a year that was not wasted. I want to say thank you and congratulations to our dear parents and guardians for assisting and helping their children. Indeed, a job well done. This is truly a reward for you all. Moving up is not the end. It is only one small moment in the journey of your lives. And this is where it begins. And so, ladies and gentlemen, everyone who are watching us right now, again, as the faculty president, it is my honor to welcome you all to witness this first virtual moving up ceremony of Hilutungan Integrated School. Again, congratulations, completers. Maayong adlaw o daghang salamat. We are one in these trying times.
Let us now head over to our inspirational messages. First, we have our very own principal, Mrs. Alina C. Baguio.
Good day to each and everyone. To our dear graduates, congratulations. As our Department of Education, Secretary Leonor Magtulis Briones once said that education must continue in this school year 2020-2021, despite the crisis we are still facing this time, with the theme Strengthening the Quality of Education Amid the COVID-19 Pandemic. So now is the moment you reap what you sow. Using the modular modality, our dear teachers diligently deliver the right education to all of you, our learners. For this kind of learning, you have reached and graduated being resilient to face all the challenges. Congratulations, dear parents, for your never-ending support and the love you have always shown to your children. What a great job you have done for this school year. You successfully made it. My dear graduates, I call on you to please do your part. Do the right things that will help the nation. Live the life in accordance with the law and the law of God. You must have that responsibility to become productive citizens of the country in your respective community and wherever your dreams may lead you. To our dear parents, thank you so much for your hard work, perseverance, and commitment, for your unwavering support, for the betterment of your children's education as well as their future. We will be looking forward to a stronger partnership for the next school year. Let us continue this journey, fervently hoping and praying that this pandemic will end soon with the guidance of our Almighty God, and that we will live a normal life once again. Together we can make this happen. Yes, we can.
Next, we have Mr. Arnolfo V. Compuesto, Public Schools District Supervisor.
My felicitations and warmest greetings to everyone, especially to the school head of this school, to the faculty and staff, our dear parents, students, completers, and graduates. Our theme for this school year is Kalidad ng Edukasyon, lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya, strengthening quality education amid COVID-19 pandemic. According to Kenny Saganley, and I quote, "The tests we face in life's journey are not to reveal our weaknesses, but to help us discover our inner strength. We can only know how strong we are when we strive beyond the challenges we face. Yes, we are now facing different challenges, especially during this time of COVID-19 pandemic, wherein all of us are affected. But here we are celebrating the success of our students and parents in this prestigious institution, the completion or graduation day. This is a clear indication that our completers and graduates are now having the strength, knowledge, and skills that they can use as their weapons in facing new challenges and their journey in realizing their dreams in life for success. According to African proverb, and I quote, "Smooth seas do not make skillful sailors." Yes, it is really true. Dear completers and graduates, if you really wanted to become skillful in facing life's challenges, you have to expect the unexpected. Be positive and optimistic in facing challenges, because all of these are just ingredients to savor the sweetness of success that you are aiming for. To all the parents of our completers and graduates for this school year 2020-2021, thank you so much for the sacrifices, love, and support that you have given to your children in school, and hoping the same for the next ladder of your children's educational journey and success. To our completers and graduates, congratulations for the success that you have now achieved. You must always be grateful to your parents, teachers, and to those who extended their helping hands. My beloved teachers, faculty, and staff, congratulations, and thank you so much for the sacrifices and efforts that you have extended in delivering educational services through distance learning and other alternative delivery mode of instructions to your students, especially to our dear completers and graduates, despite of the challenges we are now facing amidst this pandemic. So once again, to all our parents, teachers, completers and graduates, congratulations!
Another message coming from Schools Division Superintendent Dr. Marilyn S. Andales, ADD, CISO 5.
My warm congratulations to the completers and graduates of school year 2019-2020. Graduation is one of the memorable events in the life of a student. It is considered as a meaningful celebration of success. Grade 6, grade 10, or grade 12. As you climb into the ladder of the educative process, you have hardened life's challenges in its essence. Knowledge, skills, and right attitudes you have acquired from your beloved teachers, co-learners, parents, and all those greatly concerned of your well-being and future are treasures worth keeping and emulating. Hard work, patience, sacrifices in obtaining education, and the persistence of doing something amidst difficulty and resistance from other people are essential values which help shape and prepare you for life. Nurture and use them in becoming the best versions of yourselves, to serve as role models to the young generations and as resilient agents of transformation, for you to contribute with conviction to building and rebuilding our nation. To my dear teachers, you are now reaping what you sow. The learnings that our learners receive from you will forever be etched in their hearts and minds. Proudly tap your shoulders and say, congratulations, job well done. Your effort of developing the learners holistically is a manifestation of your dedication and hard work. Give my profound appreciation. May you never get tired of teaching our learners whatever institutions so that we can all together move forward to championing the nation's future by persisting building the quality and safe education we all dream of. To my dear parents, your sacrifices paid off. Celebrate every harvest and appreciate all efforts exerted and motivated in pursuing your dreams. Be with them always and shower them with your steadfast support and selfless love. This trying time, I care for everyone's safety. Let us work hand in hand and follow all the safety protocols for our protection and others as well. Let us show our concern by abiding the law so that we can enjoy life and experience the beauty in it. Blessed by God with the power to discern what is right and wrong. Let's maximize its use for His glory. As responsible citizens, let us unite as one and be effective agents of transformation to make this world a better place.
Greetings of love and peace to each and everyone. School year 2020-2021 has been the most challenging year in education. All been struggling to survive in all aspects. But our beloved Secretary Leonor Magtulis Briones lead the baton that education must continue amidst whatever crisis we will be facing. And so, here we are, celebrating one of the most precious accomplishment that you have your graduation and moving up ceremonies. It is one fleeting sense of pride and joy to be able to celebrate with all of you for your victory, bravery, resilience, perseverance, and commitment that push you to experience what we have today. So our beloved, most precious gems, our dear learners, just wanted to let you know that you are doing great. It is not easy to be learners with all the pressures in today's world. The more in these trying times due to pandemic. How you hurdle your lessons remotely through distance learning of varied modalities, the fear and scare of the virus due to negative publicity, and many more. But you survive and victorious. So, don't lose your heart if you find things difficult. Today, the world is so tested. It is a high time that you put all your learnings into action. Never be a bystander watching as the world takes a paradigm shift. Take the wheel. Collectively, the youth are stronger than any pandemic known to men. Remember, everyone is a student of life as we all keep learning something or the other throughout our lives. So, keep the faith and believe in yourselves. Work hard and work smart too. And with the right focus and determination, you will see that goals are not impossible to achieve. Just have a clear plan, and whatever detours come your way, don't be afraid. Face them with conviction that those are part of the pitfalls where we cannot evade. So be strong and let your education and learnings with God be your shield. And don't forget to thank the most honest persons in your life. Those who can say and tell you exactly what you are doing, either good or bad. Those who guide you sincerely to the path where you want to walk on. Who always with you in times of your successes and downfalls. They are your parents, teachers, relatives, and best friend. So learners, congratulations, you hit the mark on your timeline. To all the parents and guardians out there, your contribution towards the realization of the once dreams of your children is so great. Sustain it, and you will see and harvest the fruits of it sooner than later. So thank you for partnering with DepEd through your children's education. So to all of you, congratulations. To the school, I know how you struggle also, especially that the world was shocked of what happened and nobody was prepared. There were so many hows and whys, but you are able to navigate it until reaching its destination. So whatever is the experience and hardships, what is more important is the outcome of what you have done. That's why my salute to you. To our teachers, school heads, supervisors, and non-teaching personnel, you did a great job, worthy of emulation. I am proud of you. To the SDOs, I am so happy of what your division accomplished for school year 2020-2021. Your efforts doesn't go to vain. Now it comes into fruition. So to all, kudos. To everyone, always have the smile in you. See miracles in life every day, and you will be filled with positivity in thoughts and actions. Congratulations once again. Keep safe and God bless everyone.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always thought, we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day, wherein finally, our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded. In addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning, and you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material, as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating this long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate, and therefore you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the Parent Teachers Associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug, virtually of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing our memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survive and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because we are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and We want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so, we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
To our Public Schools District Supervisor, Mr. Arnolfo V. Compuesto, I hereby present the candidates for completion of Hilutungan Integrated School Kindergarten, 49 males and 33
Kindergarten
females,
MB
a total of
completers.
82 candidates.
Anyana Jao Dreven R., son of Mr. and Miss Jaken Anyana. Anyana Jerens O., son of Mr. and Mrs. James Anyana. Ananya Jasper A., son of Mr. and Mrs. Anthony Ananya. Angko Nash A., son of Mr. and Mrs. Reynaldo Angko. Anzano G. Robert A., son of Mr. and Mrs. Roberto Anzano. Aparilia Erald M., son of Mr. and Mrs. Ephraim Aparilia. Arsenal Sean Thomas D., son of Mr. and Mrs. Sandro Arsenal. Arong Lawrence N., son of Mr. and Mrs. Chelito Arong. Baguio James A., son of Mr. and Mrs. Josefo Baguio. Baguio Lance C., son of Mr. and Mrs. Rolando Baguio. Cañete Derek Ezekiel M., son of Mr. and Mrs. Dande Alister Cañete. Capapas Dave N., son of Mr. and Mrs. R.G. Capapas. Jimenez Clarence N., son of Mr. and Mrs. Carlito Jimenez. Mengito Kent Raven A., son of Mr. Jonas Mengito. Mengito Rodeo E., son of Mr. and Mrs. Rolo Mengito. Mengito Salvador III A., son of Mr. and Mrs. Salvador Mengito Jr. Mueblas Mark Nathan P., son of Mr. and Mrs. Jonefre Muebles. Nakwa Roy M., son of Mr. and Mrs. Reynaldo Nakwa. Padillo John V.M. P., son of Mr. and Mrs. Evie Padillo. Primasio Renz T., son of Mr. and Mrs. Julius Primasio. Primasio Robert Jr. M., son of Mr. and Mrs. Robert Primasio. Rivera James A., son of Mr. and Mrs. Gorgonio Rivera. Sumalinog Limuel M., son of Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Sumalinog. Tabel Lawrence M., son of Mr. and Mrs. Rogelio Tabel. Tamundok Zaijan E., son of Mr. and Mrs. Melvin Tamundok. Abanyo Jillian O., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Polito Abanyo. Angko Rovina K. A., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Giofel Angko. Bagyo Lisa May C., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Rolando Bagyo. Cariola Lismay P., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jesse Cariola. Codiniera Eva May O., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Victor Codiniera. Igot Yumi Chandria P., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Wilson Igot. Labrador Mary Ann A., daughter of Miss Priscilla Angco. Mingito Riaresh P., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. John Rafi Mingito. Navarro Jaspa M., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jose Rodillarde Navarro. Umpad Mary Heavenly Grace O., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Marlon Umpad. Pungkol Kiana Rose C., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Rodel Pungkol. Primasio Franz M., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Edgar Primasio. Sumalinog Jerence Joy M., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Gerald Sumalinog. Tinebro Crusha Nicole M., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Gelmark Tinebro. Torion Rog Sabrine P., daughter of Miss Hazel Shane U. Tradio. Kindergarten MQE completers. Abeliana Julian A., son of Miss Ruel Abeliana. Albeos Jade Matthew M., son of Mr. and Mrs. John Kevin Albeos. Angko Christian Gabriel B., son of Mr. and Mrs. Joren Angko. Arong Ram Jem M., son of Mr. and Mrs. Raymond Arong. Auza Terence J. Q., son of Mr. and Mrs. Terso Auza. Baguio Jan Zander T., son of Mr. and Mrs. Roel Baguio. Kagoko Kyle Yuhan A., son of Mr. and Mrs. Ricardo Kagoko. Duarte Matthew M., son of Mr. and Mrs. Lembeth Duarte. Inghug Matthew P., son of Mr. and Mrs. Renito Inghug. Eyas Curly Israel A., son of Mr. and Mrs. Kier Eyas. Ginarge Mark Stephen Q., son of Mr. and Mrs. Pedro Ginarge. Listana John Kerwin A., son of Mr. and Mrs. Emmanuel Lestana. Mingito Janrets B., son of Mr. and Mrs. Rofo Mingito. Mingito Kian Lee A., son of Mr. and Mrs. Carlito Mingito. Mingito Mark Ishan R., son of Mr. and Mrs. Mark John Mingito. Mingito Timoteo II A., son of Mr. and Mrs. Jairil Mingito. Mingito David Lance T., son of Mr. and Mrs. Jose Jexer Mingito. Mingito Jerry P., son of Mr. and Mrs. Jeffrey Mingito. Ngoho Jonas A., son of Mr. and Mrs. Alexander Ngoho. Umpad Carlos Neil O., son of Mr. and Mrs. Carlo Umpad. Pando Excel Rose P., son of Mr. and Mrs. Edsel Pando. Pugoy John Kervin A., son of Mr. and Mrs. Policarpo Pugoy. Cuesto Simon A., son of Mr. and Mrs. Benjamin Cuesto. Sagarino Gerald M., son of Mr. and Mrs. Jovito Sagarino. Abukay Zui O., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jildon Abukay. Angko Fenzi Ashka C., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Aldrin Angko. Anyana Chris Ann A., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Emerson Anyana. Canton Flor G., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Romeo Canton. Canton Liza G., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Romeo Canton. Casiao Maria Janina Gold A., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Julito Casiao. Casiao Darlene O., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Rolando Casiao. Lucair Jason N., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jaymar Lucair. Mingito Christine May P., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Rostom Mingito. Mingito Elaine Claire L., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Teresito Mingito Jr. Mingito Janilyn N., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jeffty Mingito. Mingito Princess Rian F., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Ayan Mingito. Mingito Samantha I., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Ephraim Mingito. Mingito Laika Nicole B., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Victoriano Mingito. Mingito Maria A., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Erwin Mingito. Nakwa Marie Claire C., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Roderick Nakwa. Primasio Princess Yasha A., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Josel Primasio. Villafuerte Charmaine P., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Placido Villafuerte Jr.,